This is probably pretty incriminating, but I rear-ended somebody in the drive-thru of the Burger King on Fifth Avenue like 3 years ago.
Oh, you look familiar.
And I haven't been back there since.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh, Tim. That timing was...
It's
Be there. Be good. Be right there.
I've missed you.
Okay.
Take off your pants, turn off the AC, and listen. That was terrible.
I like it. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. All right, and welcome to the Tasteful Dudes podcast. I am your one tasteful dude, Tim Fluffybeard, and here with me, with his triumphant return, is Nick.
There we go. Nick, here it is. I have been gone for so freaking long.
You've been gone for like about a month.
I just banged on the table like
You
3
did.
times.
That's okay.
But no, I've been, well, we didn't record last week because somebody was having the time of their lives.
Yeah, and apparently this podcast doesn't work unless I'm here.
No, it doesn't. And you're of paramount importance, and somehow you still fuck up. Anyways.
I know.
But also we should probably introduce our third tasteful dude, or dudette today, which is Mallory. Mallory, how's it going?
Good.
So,
All right.
Some may know you as Mallory. The others will know you as denim.police, which is your Insta tag, which I really think you should still change to Dream Police. What's your reaction on that?
You might get sued by Cheap Trick, though.
Don't know. Oh, I didn't know what Dream Police was. It's a Cheap Trick song?
It's a really good Cheap Trick song.
It's my favorite Cheap Trick song.
Oh. Well, I mean, I could change it, but I probably won't.
What is Denim Police like? What made you come up with that?
Well, I was actually trying to find something a little more professional than my old handle, which was Native Cats. Not that that's unprofessional, but it really didn't make sense. But it was my handle for like 6 years, and then I was trying to find something with my name, like any version of my name, and everything was taken. So I handed my phone to my boyfriend, and he said, Denim Police, it's open. This is what you are now.
Oh,
and
there you go.
It was really for no reason. I don't know how he came up with it, but since I've had that handle, I've been, calling out people who are wearing jean jackets with jeans. That's just too much jean. So I feel like I'm just now becoming the Denim Police.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So it was like one of those self-fulfilling prophecies.
Yeah.
Tim, let's go ahead and move just a little bit on to how your vacation was. Tell me about it.
Holy moly. It was really good. We just got home a couple days ago from 10 days at Walt Disney World.
You bastard.
I know.
But it was your birthday and anniversary.
It was.
While you were in Disney World?
Yeah, so and somehow my birthday and our anniversary are the most inconvenient times for everybody else in my life. So where we work, it's very inconvenient. A buddy of mine, Micah, who does
Some might say it's the busy season.
Some might say.
Yeah.
Some children
gallivanting.
might say. Yeah.
In Florida.
A buddy of mine, Micah, down in Florida, who he runs the channel World of Micah on YouTube. He was... we tried to get everyone together for my birthday, and my wife spent like 6 months trying to get this together, and Michael was busy because he was actually doing a casting call for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
To be one of the cast members?
Exactly. I can't get like into the whole things, but
to be completely transparent, your cat just nudged me under the table.
Oh, did he headbutt you?
Yeah, he headbutted me right in my leg, and I thought it was you kicking me to move on to the next segment.
No.
Because you were running out of things to say.
No.
And so I thought for a minute that I panicked a little bit.
But no. But it was a blast, and we actually had time to relax. And normally when we go to Disney, we go hard. We go like open to close, and we're more tired at the end than when we started.
Well, you're an old man now.
I am an old man.
45 years old.
Yeah, I look great for 50. Unfortunately, I'm 31. So yeah. But no, it was a blast.
Man, what is my job if you just insult yourself?
I know. You're you're redundant at this point.
Well, Mallory, do you want to tell the audience, all 11 of the people that listen, why we're here today?
You're talking straight to my mother.
To his mother.
No
What's
pressure.
her name? Oh, we can't talk about
we're not
names.
talking
Okay,
about
let's not. All right. Tim's mom. Wait, what am I saying?
What we ate today?
Well,
You have the important part.
today we had pizza from Natalie's Coal-Fired Pizza in Clintonville on North High Street. This was actually, and I'm embarrassed to say, my first time having pizza from Natalie's. I've only ever gotten pasta and cocktails. So
Interesting. Well,
this is my first time having
first of all, I have to say the ambiance at Natalie's is like one of the coolest spots.
Is it?
Yes.
I was waiting at the bar for the pizza. I have been there many a time. Had their pizza, had their drinks, but they are predominantly known for like their live music thing. Like it's called Natalie's Natalie's Coal-Fired Pizza, but like there's live music almost every single night.
Oh, that's nice.
And so you can go, and it's just there's a bar right when you walk in. There's a little mentioned speakeasy that, the SWAT snipers might like kill me right now.
Oh no!
Mentioning that
11
there's
more
a
people might know about
speakeasy
it.
underneath,
Yeah.
but it's a really cool spot, and I suggest anybody that is having a nice night, wants to get some culture
If
inside
anybody's
your
having
body.
a nice night and just want to ruin it.
Yeah. No, Tim, calm down. Take a break there.
I'll go take a walk.
Go take a walk. But I do recommend it as a place to be. The food is pretty good. We'll get into more of that in a little bit. But it's definitely a good spot to be. Like I feel
how long is it
just walking in?
How long has it been around? Because
that's a good question. It hasn't been around super long.
like 2012 probably they opened their doors.
I would say 2000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so fairly,
somewhere in there. And from what I remember hearing, the Natalie, I think maybe grew up here. I could be having this story really wrong. But she lived in New York for a while, and she saw that these places were like all over, and saw just a missing market in Columbus. And there really was it was cool to have like coal-fired pizza, and you can watch the oven, but you also there's this live music thing.
That's
and
cool.
It's just a really cool place and a really great spot for local music.
I have to add something about Natalie's. This is great news for me. They are opening a Natalie's in Grandview.
Really?
They're expanding.
At the old King Avenue 5 location, they're putting in a Natalie's. So if you've ever been to King Avenue 5, it was a large restaurant and live music venue. So it had like pool tables and then a big bar area with a bunch of seating. Their food was not very good. And then on the other side, there was a big stage for shows and stuff. And so the guy sold it, and it's going to become a Natalie's, and I'm stoked because that's like 2 blocks from my house.
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
It's a really cool place to hang out. There's usually a cover charge, I believe, for bands.
Yeah.
But I've really, really, really liked all of my experiences at Natalie's. Go try it if you have a chance. It's really just a good place to be. I'm glad that it's coming to Grandview. I'm not super close to Grandview, closer than you, but I will say I was just in Grandview
Because I live
yesterday.
in New York State.
Yeah, that's true.
One hell of a commute.
And I'm glad that you drive all the way here just to record a podcast. That could be done over Skype. Just to let you know.
Just imagine if we had like 100 listeners, what I would do.
Man, you really might take your pants off.
That's true. Yeah.
Stop playing with me as you have all these years. But yeah, so.
You were in Grandview yesterday?
I was in Grandview yesterday. Thank you. This is why we need you, Mallory. I was in Grandview yesterday, and that Grandview Avenue has like a cool feel to it that you could definitely see Natalie's.
Is that where the Jenny's is?
Yeah.
That way? Okay.
Yeah, so Natalie's is actually going on King Avenue, so they are adjacent?
Perpendicular?
Perpendicular?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
adjacent would be the, perpendicular. King Avenue really has like nothing in terms of restaurants and things. It's mostly just like gas stations and yeah, that's pretty much it. So Natalie's being there is going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I hope they deliver.
Yeah.
They might. I don't know. Or like something like Uber or
Yeah.
or Grubhub or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting Natalie's, like taking it over to Grandview Theater and then watching a movie? That'd be tasty.
I've heard really good things about Grandview Theater.
I love Grandview.
am
We
not gonna
love
lie.
going there. Yeah.
I'm there 4 times a week.
No freaking
Holy
way.
moly.
I go to Grandview Theater all the time after work to study. I'm in the middle of getting my real estate license now. But I love going there. I'll get there at like 5:30. Happy hour goes till 6. I'll get like a cheap beer. They give me baskets of popcorn.
I've heard their popcorn's
For
amazing
free?
too.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, the popcorn's so
I got
good.
a nod from my wife, yes.
It's
yeah.
so good. But you can only have Granddads when you're there.
That's true.
But
the
Granddad's
only
is
part.
amazing.
I know.
Granddad's is really
I
good.
know.
Granddad's
I've
is
heard
so
your,
good.
Look, it got a solid 6.
It did get a solid 6, and that was like cold pizza, and I really liked it. It's that smoked provolone.
Yeah.
What's your rating on Granddad's? We'll back up a little bit.
I mean, Granddad's is incredibly close to me, so I find myself getting it quite often.
So it's like your norm.
Kind of. But
Would you say like that's your reference pizza?
my reference pizza always is Donato's.
Oh,
So then
okay.
you would like Granddad's because it's basically Donato's
It's
2.0.
like, it
I
is.
mean, I
it is.
like Granddad's. My only issue with them is that I have to ask for extra sauce, or else there's no sauce, and it's all cheese.
It is pretty light. I like no sauce.
I like lighter sauce.
I like a saucy pizza. I want it to drip all over my plate, and then I want to dip the crust in it when I'm done. And there's just not that with Granddad's.
Hey, your system is not wrong. It really works. But that kind of brings us to the point that not only have you like tried some of the places we've tried and we want to bring you on, but also the whole point of like you finding out about this podcast was we were named after a blog you did, sort of. Not after, but
Yeah.
just coincidentally we shared the name with your blog that was basically doing the exact same thing. It was to find the best burger in Columbus.
So my friend and I used to go to lunch together. We worked together, and we would go to lunch together like all the time. We haven't worked together in 4 years now, and we still go try new restaurants all the time. But we had like TasteBUDS was kind of just going out and trying new things. It wasn't like just burgers. Burgers is more my thing.
Okay.
Just mainly because she's like gluten free, can't have like buns and stuff. Although we have found some places where she's
You're
able
a
to have buns.
bun guy.
I'm a
so-
bun man, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you like the bread. See, I like the burger is really important to me, but I have
agree.
tried almost, I will say almost, maybe not all, but you know, a lot of burgers in Columbus.
Oh, dang.
And I've got my own running list.
Nice.
Yeah, and your list kind of conflicted with ours. So, like, if you give us your top 3, what are they? You know.
Yeah.
Number 1, Preston's.
See, we were so low on Preston's.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
it was
were-
just
Really?
the night.
Why?
We might have to, like, redo this with you.
I
and you
wanna
can talk
try
us
it
into
again.
I
Yeah.
do because, like, everybody keeps saying Preston's, and I
I
just
think
was
we were-
really low.
We were having an off night. We
What
were
was
not
the
happy
deal?
that night.
I don't know. It's at Woodland's backyard, right?
Well, they have Preston's at Woodland's Backyard. They also have Preston's at Woodland's Tavern, which is super close to me. So I've had it more at Woodland's Tavern, but
Okay.
I've also had it at
We should
Woodland's
try it at a
Backyard.
different
Is
spot.
Woodlands Tavern the one that has like a little concert hall next door?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's where
You got
we
married.
saw. Yeah, no. I got married in a cave.
Okay.
But no, that's where we.
That makes so much
I
sense.
saw Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band over it there.
Yeah.
And holy moly, it was a great show.
They have a lot of shows there. Yeah, place is great. But
So Preston's your number 1.
yeah.
I would try it at Woodlands Tavern.
I will.
Should be the
if you're
same
willing to
everywhere.
go with us.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
We could do a special like case reopening where
Redux.
we
Yeah.
delve back into a case
Part deux.
and we're good cop, bad cop detectives.
Good
I would
pharmacist, bad
appreciate if you
pharmacist.
guys did that because their buns too.
Yeah.
Their buns are great. They make. So I don't know if you know the
We were
history
so
behind
low on
Preston's.
them.
We were having a bad night, maybe.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's us.
So crazy.
I don't know. It just like all of us like, and
Yeah.
we like burgers.
Except Hannah, because Hannah got nothing.
Yeah, Hannah's
'Cause she wanted us to
vegetarian.
get-
on a burger podcast.
She wanted us to get fries, and we didn't get her anything.
Oh yeah, we dropped the ball. We
Well,
fucking suck.
I really enjoy their buns. So Preston's is owned by Katie Randazzo. She is
Hey, name dropping with Mallory.
amazing.
New segment.
Randazzo Ford.
She's a great person.
I don't know.
But she owned Holla. So Holla was a food truck, and they used to
Okay.
be inside Woodlands as well. And they had like the best chicken sandwich. So now I don't know if Preston's is sort of a spinoff, but Holla is no longer. But
Was she a big fan of like the Missy Elliott song? That has Holla in the.
I don't know.
Never
That's
mind.
a stretch.
It was a Jewish
I
food
bring
truck.
people to be guests, and you need to behave yourself. I'm done with this.
Sorry.
It was a Jewish food truck. So Holla bread is like a Jewish bread.
We have a Maggie behind you.
Oh my
Yeah.
There's a cat.
gosh, there's a cat here, everyone.
Maggie decided that there was like 2 cubic inches behind you on the seat,
I
and
love
she
this.
would fill it.
I love this so much. Yeah. So I just think their bread is really good at Preston's, and the burger's super good, and that special sauce and shredded lettuce is like a must on my burger.
Oh my gosh.
I do
If your
like shredded
lettuce
lettuce.
isn't shredded, I don't understand what you're doing.
Except
Yeah,
for Burger
it's-
King, because their shredded lettuce is terrible because it's Burger King.
But also, you're bringing Burger King
Yeah.
to it.
Are you guys a fan? Are you guys fans of Reddit?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Do you follow the Columbus thread?
I do.
BK5, BK Fifth Avenue.
Oh my
Anything?
gosh, yeah.
It's a whole like phenomenon on Reddit about the Burger King on Fifth Avenue.
I used to go to that one.
Well, yeah, no,
we
it's
worked there.
close to,
Yeah,
it's close
I
to where
work-
we
I
work.
go
I've
there.
been there. What is there a phenomenon about?
Just everything in Columbus is like compared to. It's just always brought up in the Columbus thread on Reddit. It's like, oh, like somebody will take a picture of like a dumpster and they're like, oh, BK5. Like I don't know.
I feel like what should start being the comparison.
It is bad.
the-
It smells so bad.
But no, the McDonald's on 17th should be compared because that place is a shit show.
yeah.
Like
I don't
I mean,
know what that
it doesn't
is.
look horrible. It's just from the time you get in line to like you could be ordering like a drink and there could be 2 other cars there and it
it
will take
takes-
you literally 5 hours.
That's not literal, but like it's like half an hour. It's bad. It's bad.
terrible.
Like you'll be sitting there for 20 minutes
Oh
to
my God.
30 minutes, regardless of how many cars are there.
This is probably pretty incriminating, but I rear-ended somebody in the drive-through of the Burger King on Fifth Avenue like 3 years ago,
Oh, you look familiar.
and I haven't been back there since.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Oh my gosh. Damn. That timing was.
It's
Be there. Be good. Be right there.
I've missed you.
Okay.
back to burgers.
Oh, back to
Yeah.
burgers. Okay. So you're second.
Rock Mill Tavern.
We have not gone there, and that was
Wow.
really high on our list.
Take me with you. Take
Okay,
me with you.
we have to open back up burgers because we
We
only
might have
did
to.
10 episodes because that's when people started getting burnout, and I can understand.
Just because it was burgers.
I think the week after week, one burger.
Well,
You know what I mean?
and you know what? A friend of our mutual friend of ours, Cody, who runs the Rogue Squadron
Actually,
podcast.
your boyfriend might know him.
He was saying like, just do whatever, do your, it doesn't matter, like just do whatever. And then when I was talking to Micah, he was like, yeah, just do whatever you want to do. It's your podcast. I'm like, yes. I think we sometimes do put too much like constraints on ourselves.
Yeah, I think we need to open it up, but also we suck at like keeping on task. So
Yeah.
Rockmill will definitely do.
Yeah.
Moving on to our famous segment. What's irking you this week? Who wants to go first? Tim, what's
Well-
irking you this week?
Sort of what's irking me is, and this sort of like opened it back up, how problematic our original name was. It wasn't irking me before, but now it's like the original name of our podcast.
It was so taken
TasteBUDS. Oh my gosh,
by so many people.
I thought it was fine, and then as we started looking, I
We're
was
like,
like,
hey,
oh my
that's
gosh,
clever.
like your blog, and then 614 has a blog.
Do they?
Yeah, that's
See, I'm going to
TasteBUDS.
tell you though, when you guys messaged me, I told some coworkers that I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to be on this podcast called Tasteful Dudes.
Yeah.
And like, everyone laughed. They're like, that was hilarious.
It's so much better.
So, like this new one makes
Yeah,
total
it's so
sense.
much better.
And I'm very proud of our.
Yeah,
our,
I think you
No.
made that. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this is great. I love the name.
Yeah.
Well, even there's a blog down in Orlando, a guy I know that they started a thing about going to Walt Disney World and eating their food. I think it fizzled out, but it was going to be
TasteBUDS.
TasteBUDS. TasteBUDS Disney or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's like the same thing where this happens in music a lot. So I went to school for music, but it'll be like you write this great melody and you're like, wow, that is amazing, and then you'll like sing it for someone and they're like, dude, that's a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
Marvin
like,
Gaye.
oh, damn it, like
It gets stuck in
this
your
always
head, and
happens.
and then you'll write it in like
You're
I
like,
don't know.
I wrote that, and then it's
Curse
like,
you,
no,
Robin
you didn't.
Thicke.
Yeah, but
You might
it's
write
like,
it in like a different key or something.
right.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, just the name TasteBUDS, you hear it, you're like, that's brilliant. And then it's like, oh, everyone else thought
That's
so
why
too.
it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I love our new name. I really like
Yeah.
that we rebranded for the second season. What's irking you this week?
Okay. I've debated in my head whether I wanted to go with this because there are many things irking me at any given time. But this is something that irks me always, but it's irking me more this week because, like I'd mentioned earlier, like there's been some just sketchy things going on around my apartment and I just like don't want to live there anymore. So I've been looking at other places. And my problem is like, why can't you find a place in Columbus that doesn't cost $2,400 a month and that is more than like 200 square feet and that you can take your cat?
Yeah.
Like,
You could come here. We could get $500.
well, as soon as I rolled up, I was like, I like this place. I wonder how much the rent is. But like, I've been looking.
We'll talk later.
All right, sounds good. But I've been looking everywhere, and it's like everything's like, you know, oh, 600 square foot luxury apartment. Like, it's like, okay, luxury how? You're gonna give
you
me
can
a
walk
window?
in, turn
Well, luxury
around,
because they
spin
put
3
luxury
times.
on the name.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I don't have like the luxury of, you know, central air in my current apartment, and I don't have a dishwasher. So like, I'm looking to move somewhere that has those 2 basic things. Even just AC would be great. I mean, I have like a window unit, but like,
Do you have laundry?
I have a creepy dungeon basement that's full of asbestos.
Oh.
And I have my own personal washer and dryer that I put down there. But I just feel like I did like so much research about this today because once I thought about it, I kind of like went on a rant. And I'm looking and it's like the minimum wage in Ohio is $8.55 an hour. Like,
Did it go up to 55 cents?
I'm fortunate enough to have a pretty well-paying job. But even when you're like using budgeting apps like Mint, like I've been trying to get a hold of my budget and just do things in a smarter way. And Mint's like, whoa, like you should not be spending this much on housing, which is, but it's like, can't we have some more affordable places? Like,
So
it's
that brings up a really good thing, and it's actually kind of, it's always irking me as well.
Yeah.
But there's no affordable, like nice affordable housing without really sacrificing in Columbus anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean,
really sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
the market has been wacky for I mean, ever since we moved down here 3 years ago.
It's the
Little over
5th, I
4 years
believe
ago.
the statistic, it's the 5th biggest growing city right now in America.
I mean, I think we eclipsed San Francisco.
It's one of the top 5 it's one of the top 5 like return on investments for
Real estate.
real estate.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people would point to places like, you know, oh, Amazon's coming here. They put in their Obet's place and their Etna place down in south and southeast Columbus. It's like, oh, look at all these jobs. I worked there for a month, and yeah, it was. I'm not legal. I almost hurt myself. I'm not allowed to work for Amazon anymore because I didn't give them enough notice. Not the point. Like, yes, it does employ.
You also did that weird thing in the back room, but we don't talk about that.
I have those incriminating photos of Jeff Bezos, and that's why I can't work there anymore. But you know, they might employ 1,000 people or 2,000 people there,
Right.
but it's backbreaking work. It's monotonous work. I came home like in pain every day, and it's not really a living wage. I mean, it is definitely more than the $8.55. I think I was making $12 an hour there, and it was full time. But it's still
Yeah.
Columbus is booming right now.
Yeah, like the wages are not
and the
keeping
wage
up with
of the cost of living, and I don't understand, especially for millennials who are having unprecedented amounts of college debt.
Yeah, and also
Exactly.
I just want to say this because I'm the elder statesman in the room. Can we please get over and we heard this a lot at Disney. Like we heard these baby boomers that would just like get into groups and start shitting on millennials. The oldest millennials are turning 40. Like
really
this year.
I didn't know that.
So
I'm like one of the last millennials.
Yeah, they're not these like straight out of college kids that are sponging off their parents or
Well, they have been for the last.
Well, yeah, because they can't find
years.
they can't find a full-time job or so it's not it. Let's please try and like break this like stereotype of there's just these young kids and.
Well, I heard recently like. Millennials don't want the responsibility. They don't want to own houses anymore. They just want to rent. And I'm just like, no, like you get stuck in the cycle of renting because you don't have enough for a down payment, or
because you're spending so much on rent.
So you get stuck in this gross cycle where you're not saving any money because everything you're making is going towards rent, and that's happening in Columbus.
Wow, this turned into a big thing. I'm glad.
This was why I
you brought
debated
that.
on even talking about it because it's a sensitive issue because everybody needs somewhere to live.
Yeah.
Rent for someone my age, even someone, making my salary is just, you can't save anything unless you have a roommate or you're sharing with someone else. If I divided my rent in half and I put the other half in savings, I could buy a house next year. But it's like you break down how much you're spending every year. And I've been renting since I was 18. That's like 8 years. I would have more than enough for a down payment, and it's just sad. It's like, okay, your options are to live in your parents' basement until you get enough for a down payment, because once you have a down payment, your mortgage would be less than what we're paying in rent.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
It's like, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Honestly, anyway, that's been irking me. But another thing too is just these luxury apartments, which I think it's really funny. My boyfriend says that's like such an oxymoron because it's like it's an apartment.
Yeah.
It's still an apartment.
At some point, how much can you make an apartment a luxury
I think
space?
Luxury has turned into the same. Luxury for housing is the same as natural in food. It has no legal bearing at all.
So I think that pretty much covers what's irking us this week. I really like that conversation.
That was good, yeah.
And I know it's not food based, but I really do like that conversation. We could talk more about it. But before that, I want to introduce a new segment to the podcast. And we're going to have to cut down a lot of this podcast so far because I think we're running way over.
We might, yeah.
But this new segment I've called Fluency and Song.
Oh.
And so I kind of came up with that. Fluency and Song. What do you guys think?
I like it.
Okay, I love it.
Okay.
I think it's a great title that nobody else has ever...
and we'll never know. We'll never check. No, we're not opening that.
614 just started a blog about it. So.
Okay. So Fluency in Song is a segment where we have prepared two of the three of us this week. I was working today, but have prepared songs. Popular hit songs that most people know at least partially the lyrics to or anything. Yeah. And then we put them into a translation engine. Switch it to maybe one different language, two different languages. How many guys? How many?
I did 5.
5?
I probably did 4 or 5.
Yeah. 4 or 5. And then you translate it back to English, and we have to guess what song it is.
Yes.
Based on what is left over after all of these translations. So I guess it could be called Lost in Translation, but that's stupid. Anyways.
That's great.
Yeah, whatever.
I do like that.
I just... anyways, who wants to go first? So Tim and Mallory have both prepared songs that they've translated 5 different times.
5 different times.
Upwards of 5 different times.
Yeah.
And we're all going to guess, or the other two are going to guess what song they think it is.
All right. I'll go first. All right, so my song was from 1985, and it was a hit song. I translated from English to Danish to Afrikaans to French to Japanese and then to Welsh.
And then back to
And then
English.
back to, well, yeah, no.
We ended up on English.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If I know your name, well, if I can find your private number, my child, all I know to myself. You look very nice. Please spread your beautiful arms. I want some, want you, and no one else wants it, and I need it now. You seem to have fun. Please spread your beautiful arms. Pay attention to this. I just turned around like a baby record. The baby around you turned me around me well.
Is it
Baby, what?
Is it spin me right around?
Yes.
You spin me. Right.
Is
that what you were?
No, I knew
yeah.
that in the very beginning.
It took me a long time
I
until
thought we
you.
were waiting.
Oh my gosh. Do you know who sang it?
It was
Yeah.
well, okay, who was it?
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you said private number, I
Yeah.
was like, if I had your private
Yep.
number, baby. Yeah, I love that. We need to cut that part out. So I'm ready for mine, but I don't think you guys are going to know who it is because I literally chose something off of like today's top 100 Billboard chart.
So you're saying I'm
hits.
old. Okay, whatever.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm just saying you might not know what it is.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
mean,
hip.
maybe.
Okay.
All right. Well, I wasn't going to read the first sentence because it kind of gives it away, but I will. I'll just start with it. So I didn't actually track how many times into what language I
that's
translated
fine.
it. So
Yeah.
it was like 4 or 5 times. I know there was some like Telugu. I did some Danish.
You both did Danish.
Yeah, Danish is a good one.
Yeah, and also I think I don't remember.
I tried to do different language trees.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I
or
was
families.
like going all over the world with it. So here's where I ended up.
We did like a Gaelic tree. Yeah.
Why are they not great? Court. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I cry crazy. Yes, I have a problem with the boy. That's the guy in me. Bling bling, then I handle them. It's a goddess in me. You could have had a bad bitch, not by me.
I know this.
It will only help you in your career. You'll keep me down, but you keep me. And it's a sound I do not call you back. Why are they not great? Do not write to me.
I'm so lost.
Speak to me straight in your face. The best
I know the
friend
artist.
The best friend was sitting in the armchair. Hair shampoo, get me out of my hair.
Hair shampoo.
Fresh photos with bomb light. A new man in the Vikings of Minnesota.
This is Lizzo.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is this Tempo?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's not
is it-
Juice.
Nope.
It's
I
the
love
other
that
one.
You know that though.
Hold on. I listened to Lizzo's
Yeah, because you
new
posted
album.
something.
It's really good.
It's so good.
It's really, really good.
Allison like played me all her videos.
Yeah. Hold on.
You want me to keep going?
It's not.
Could you start over again? I
Sure.
should know this. Is it one of the top ones?
Yeah.
It's not just called shampoo, is it?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Nope, not at all.
Are you looking it up?
I'm not looking it up. I'm just looking at some of the names of the songs.
Well,
I'm calling in my first lifeline.
it actually in the translation it doesn't
I'm a
even
bad bitch. I need tempo.
in the translation it doesn't
They cut
say
that part
the
out,
word.
too.
It doesn't say the word that's in the name of the song. It says true pain
Can you-
needs something more exciting. Bum bum be dum bum bay.
I love Lizzo, by the way.
I do too.
Oh my god.
She is so great.
Yeah.
I watched. Did you watch her interview with Trevor Noah?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
one was pretty good.
That's two people I love.
Okay,
Are you ready for me to tell you?
I love Lizzo, and I'm so ashamed that I didn't get this.
I'm glad that you
is
guys
it,
love Lizzo. That's all I want.
Is it Jerome
No.
Lingerie?
No.
That one's a fucking sexy song. Have you heard that
No.
one? It is.
Lingerie? No.
Yeah, that's the last one, I think.
I like the song Coconut Oil.
I think
Okay.
I don't need a man.
Okay.
I just like coconut oil.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I found it because I looked through the track listing.
Okay. Then what's your
Go
guess?
for it.
Truth Hurts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Truth Hurts? Okay. I
Yep.
don't think I've listened to that one
My
as much.
favorite is A New Man in the Vikings of
Allison's
Minnesota.
dancing in the background.
The Vikings.
So, like in the song, she says like she's got a new man on the Minnesota
Yeah.
Vikings, and I just love that it translated to A New Man in the Vikings of Minnesota. Like they should actually just change their team name.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Vikings of Minnesota.
That'd be cool. Oh my god, that was good. I think
That
this
was a
is
really
Great
good one.
segment. I love
like
it.
that. I like that a lot. So I think we're gonna I think we're definitely gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mallory, give me like some of your favorite action movies that you've seen.
Oh, geez.
I know I'm putting you on the
movies?
spot a little bit because we didn't discuss this.
Okay, define action movie for me because I really don't know. Oh,
Something with Bruce Willis.
I like that Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Is that an action movie?
Yeah, it's an action
I would
movie,
say,
but it's
yeah,
comic
for
book
sure.
movie,
Yeah.
I
No.
like that movie. I really don't know if I've seen too many action movies, to be honest with you.
Huh.
I
Well, like
don't know.
comic book movies, just like anything in the nerd fandom.
Well, you guys are going to hate me as much as my coworkers do, but I don't know anything about nerd fandom. I've never seen, like, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or, like, any of... I've seen, like, one of the Marvel movies, but I don't remember. Oh, The Avengers, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'm the
just
worst.
feel sorry for you.
I know.
It's not like you're offending me or anything. It's just like, man, there's so much good stuff out there that you're
I
depriving yourself.
tried. This is a deal breaker. I'm cutting it off now.
I've been shunned from the house. I'm actually standing outside now.
This microphone could really pick up.
Mallory on the run.
Yeah.
So you said Deadpool. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know Deadpool's powers, right?
Baby
Like-
hands.
Well, so he basically regenerates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like, he's pretty overpowered.
Yeah, he's got the regenerative powers. Like,
How do you kill Deadpool?
You have to destroy every single like molecule of him. He's been killed several times in the comics. So.
Okay, so this won't work because I don't think there's any way to win. But
You can't
Beast
kill
Boy.
Ryan Reynolds though.
So Beast Boy. Beast Boy is a superhero from the DC character. He's most famous from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And what he could do, he's a green humanoid kind of. He almost
Boy.
looks kind of like a goblin boy.
Yeah.
But he can change into any animal,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? To like get the job done. That's like his superpower.
Okay.
So, do you like animals?
I like animals a lot.
Are you like? Do you know a lot about just different animals in nature?
Probably.
Okay.
I think so.
So this is
I think
actually
so.
was right up your alley.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing about Beast Boy that impresses me is
Yeah.
not that he can change into animals, it's that he knows exactly which animals to change into for whatever situation.
Given
Exactly.
it, yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So, if you had the powers of Beast Boy,
Oof.
how would you handle fighting Deadpool?
Oh my gosh.
I know mine already.
Oh, okay. I would turn into some like super poisonous fish or something and somehow like convince him to eat me. And then he would die, right?
Aha, so turn into a pufferfish, get caught in Tsukiji market in Japan, and then somebody buys you for a lot of money, and then a sushi chef prepares you into fugu sushi.
Yes.
Deadpool somehow is in Japan at that point, goes, oh my gosh,
He has
fugu
katanas
sushi.
or whatever.
And then he eats you and then dies.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't prepared. You didn't get bought by a great sushi chef.
But would he not just like regenerate?
Possibly. Oh no, that's poison.
Well, like poison is pretty much going to, flow through his veins and stop his heart.
Yeah.
So,
Which will
That's
regenerate like
I don't know.
I don't know
but his
how
heart stopped. It didn't get like destroyed. It just stopped beating.
That's true.
I don't think it can regenerate if it hasn't been destroyed. You
Okay.
know?
So, pufferfish, then gorilla time.
Then, so we have this theory that no matter what situation, there's at one point because you can change from different animal to different animal,
Yeah.
right? So like at one moment you could be a rhinoceros and then just change into a leopard, right?
Okay.
I thought you said
we have-
rhinoceros, which would be fucking amazing.
That sounds just fucking
Rhinoceros
cool.
Rex.
Rhinoceros. No, but yeah, you can change back and forth really quickly. And the ongoing joke with Beast Boy is that at some point, you always choose a gorilla for something just because it's like a human,
Yeah.
but just stronger.
Just better.
So that if you have a gorilla with a human's mind, like I feel like you're set in the strength department at least. Depends on what human's mind. But
Pauly Shore, let's
I
say.
can respect that pufferfish, but that's a long game. Like you're playing the long game, right? There's a lot of intangibles like who's gonna, once you're the pufferfish...
Plasmodium, give him malaria.
Yeah, stop it. Who's gonna present you to him? Also, if he eats you, can you say that you really won? So like,
That's true.
So
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't regenerate, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, who was I again? Oh, Beast Boy?
yeah,
Well,
you're Beast Boy. You're trying
Look,
to
all I
take
wanted to
out
do-
Deadpool, which
yeah.
is
I would sacrifice myself, I think, to take
Not to
out
be confused
Deadpool.
with Dennis Wilson, who was a Beach Boy,
yeah,
not a Beast Boy.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that given whatever I was trying to save, probably the human race, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like in that case, I would
Sounds
sacrifice.
great.
I would sacrifice myself to turn into a puffer fish.
If
and
you want to
let-
save the human race,
let him eat me.
I don't know
if you want to
to
think that you're saving the human race, it all's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim, what's your answer? Because you had it ready.
Yeah, it was going to be gorilla time. But now it's, Plasmodium. Give him malaria.
That's
Turn
great.
into a
Plasmodium.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is.
An amoeba. No, it's a paramecium.
Did you say Elysium? That was a terrible movie.
No, paramecium.
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 Well, you have one mecium and then you get a pair of mecium.
I
Oh,
hate
That's
you.
not
good.
science.
I hate you so much.
That's not how that works.
That's not science. That when you
If
drive
we're-
into Alabama, that's their slogan. That's not science.
If we're going with, he can still get like knocked out and everything.
Oh yeah.
So like if we're going, I'll tell you what I would do.
Okay.
I would gorilla time,
Yeah.
outfight him, right? Knock him out. Maybe if I had to like be some bigger creature to help knock him out, whatever. I might change into that too. But isn't there like a spider that when they isn't there like a robotic dog? No, hold on. Isn't there a spider that when it bites you can like paralyze you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Not like your whole body instantly, but it starts paralyzing. It goes like through your nervous system or something and
Yeah.
starts like paralyzing.
Yeah, so I would change into whatever fucking spider that was.
Yeah.
Right, and he's knocked out, so I'm gonna try to keep him knocked out as much as possible. So I change into the spider, bite him, keep him paralyzed,
You could be like a big spider.
and then turn back into a gorilla. It's gorilla time again.
gorilla time.
Magilla gorilla time again. Put him in a freezer
Okay.
and just lock the freezer and walk away.
Oh no.
Oh, so he's just frozen to
Yeah,
death?
like I don't think it would be to death, but it definitely I think I would win. Like he's incapacitated and like it has to be some Jumanji level kid stumbling upon a freezer somewhere.
Which literally always happens.
Yeah.
In a
Which
comic.
yeah.
It's 100%
Somebody would want to
certainty.
open that freezer, though. I mean, Austin Powers was frozen for, 30 years?
That's true.
And to be fair, I didn't really think about that until I started talking.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't win them all.
Well, we're gonna cut out a lot of this, but let's circle back to the pizza. So this pizza, we had two pizzas today.
Yeah.
We tried both, and one of them was onion, ricotta cheese, and sausage with a little bit of fresh basil, but not very much.
Yeah,
Not
it's
enough. I
Not
will
enough.
say that.
Fresh basil is so. I feel like it's the easiest thing to really class up a pizza. Would you agree?
Yeah, it looks good, yeah.
Okay. Not just look, but
No,
like
it tastes good, too.
there's like a freshness to it.
That's
You know what I
great,
mean?
yeah.
It kind of livens everything up.
Yeah.
What did you think about that pizza?
I thought that was really good. The first one that we had, I felt like they were kind of similar. But
That was
onion,
the Bianca. There was no onion on it. It was roasted garlic, ricotta. I'm sorry. There was a lot of ricotta. Ricotta is just
No,
It's
it's
really
great.
good.
It's just
Don't
good.
ever apologize for that.
Mozzarella and prosciutto,
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
or as some call it in the business, prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Ugh. Yeah, we'll call it prosciutto. I think that
Okay.
the pizza that you put together
Yeah,
was fantastic.
that was the one with the
The onions
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the sausage.
caramelized onion.
Yeah.
Yes, I love caramelized onion on everything. But I will say that for the second one, the crust was a little soggy.
The Bianca or the
The second one
The
we
one
had.
that you made.
With the red sauce.
But I cannot blame that on the pizza. If we had it, right out of the oven at Natalie's, it probably
that's
wouldn't
true.
have been. We did get it takeout.
For sure. But with coal-fired, it should be pretty crisp on the bottom.
I do like that crispiness on the bottom, and they didn't seem to have it on the second one. The first one was good, though.
Yeah.
That Bianco
and
was really...
if you look, there's no sauce on... Well, it's an olive oil sauce, but yeah. So that was the one I created. What did we think about the Bianca?
I really liked it. That Bianco was really good.
Now, what they said to me is usually when people get that pizza, they get pepperoni over prosciutto. What do you think? Do you think I made a mistake?
No.
No, I think the prosciutto's better. For something like this. Something that's thinner, a bit lighter.
Yeah, I think maybe the only reason people get pepperoni over prosciutto is maybe they don't know what prosciutto is, or they're just uncultured swine. Because
I see what you did there. Uncultured swine. You get it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That we'll backtrack.
Prosciutto's just way better, I think, on a pizza like that, especially with the roasted garlic. I think that prosciutto just goes better with roasted garlic than pepperoni would.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. I thought I liked it better as a cured meat on a pizza.
Yes.
I thought it would. I thought it would really pair nicely with the rest of it. So it was thin crust. It was pretty small. I would say if you're going out with someone, you might split one or order one for yourself and take home the rest.
If you're in other parts of the country, you could split it. If you're in the Midwest,
you'll eat the whole thing.
Get your own.
I would eat the whole thing and probably an appetizer and not take anything home. But that's just me.
No, I respect that because I was afraid to say it, but
that's a personal pizza.
I'm gonna do me. It is a personal pizza. It is pretty small. Yeah. So taking all those things into consideration, it's still probably around $11 for both those pizzas
each.
Actually more.
I saw they were anywhere from 11 to 15.
Yeah, over 15 I think is what I paid for each of those.
Oh, okay.
So taking that in, does that change your mind about anything?
I would not. I would not spend that much on that pizza. I think if I had to put a price tag on each of those pizzas, I would say no more than $10. I think there was quite a bit of a lack of toppings. I do recall when I opened the first box that I was going to grab one piece, but there was no prosciutto on it, and that is just a nightmare. That shouldn't happen. There should be whatever toppings are. They should be on every piece.
I agree. I agree.
So
that was one of the things I was kind of disappointed, honestly, when I first opened up. Is they give you ample amounts of ricotta, but they skimped on every meat, and
and the onions, quite frankly.
Yeah, I could have used a lot more caramelized onion.
One little piece of onion. And in a situation where you're building your own pizza, it's usually a pay per topping type of thing. So it's if you're paying extra for caramelized onion, again, it should be on every piece. And frankly, it should be in every bite. Yeah,
I agree. Every bite. It's why I like the Columbus style edge to edge.
That's true. Yeah, like what Grandad's or Donato's or
it's if you get sausage, it's almost in every bite.
Or like up in Maslin, the Papa Bears.
Oh
it's
yeah. Yeah. If you have you been to Canton ever?
No.
In your life? You might have to take a field trip.
We might have to take it on the road to try that one of these days.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then take the podcast with us, right?
Well, yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, do we want to do the hashtag copyrighted trademark 6 out of 10
scale? Yeah, absolutely. So, Mallory, I know you've kind of listened to the podcast and kind of listened to our rating system
as much as you could stomach. So.
Yeah, and I get it. But we do things a little bit differently in our rating system, which is we have the 6 out of 10 scale. So most things are going to be a 6 out of 10 in some way, shape, or form. But there's 4 ratings you can give this. Okay. The first one, if you didn't like this pizza, is a not even 6 out of 10. You would not get this again.
Okay.
Not even 6 out of 10. Second one is 6 out of 10. This pizza was good. could have been better, could have been worse. Like, it's just
pedestrian.
You're never disappointed to see it like at a party when somebody orders a bunch of pizza. The third is a solid 6 out of 10. That's a good pizza. Like, you would order this again. I don't know.
Yeah.
You would.
You would go to a place just to get this pie.
Okay.
Yeah. You would be like, oh yeah, they have good pizza. If somebody's asking for good pizza, you're gonna recommend 6 out of 10s.
Or solids, yeah.
Or sorry, not 6 out of 10. Solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
See, I get confused, and if we're confused, then you can be too.
Well, you are.
We're all in the same.
You're only on the podcast about half the time.
And then lastly, it's the 10 out of 10. This is a really good pizza.
Okay.
Life changing.
You're ready to name it your favorite pizza in Columbus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Religious experience.
So Tim, would you like to be a model for good behavior and,
Yes,
and
I
go
would.
first?
So I will start with the one that you did, the other pie, and I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10 with bubble potential.
Oh yeah, there's bubble potential, by the way. You can bubble up and you can bubble down.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 out of 10 with bubble potential. I'd like to try it there.
Bubble up
see,
potential.
Yeah, bubble up potential to see if it would work out a bit better. And then the Bianca, I'm gonna go with a straight up solid 6 out of 10.
Okay.
And the issues were the topping placement. That ricotta, though. The ricotta went really well with this crust. And I value the crust really well. So the
crust
Bianca
was really
had
good.
the crust really well.
They had like a seasoning on the crust
Yes.
too,
Yeah.
so that like I actually ate the crust.
Me too, and I hardly
Yep.
ever eat the crust, minus
Yeah.
this little piece right here. But I also did have like a full plate of nachos before.
And like and the only ones it was like it's coal fired, so you're gonna get like probably burnt.
Yeah, a little
I like the
burns,
crunchy
yeah.
bits, and I don't mind the burnt bits on this.
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't too bad. No.
It's a nice chewy crust with that like crispy bottom.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Mallory, would you like to go second?
Sure. I would say the one. Wait, what were the rating scales? I got. What's the one below solid 6 out of 10?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
I would give it a 6 out of 10. The one you did with the caramelized onions, and I would bubble down.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
bubble down.
Because it's the difference
Kinda
between
like a plus
an,
minus
Yeah,
sign.
it's like the difference between an A- and a B+.
All right, I'm gonna bubble down on that one only because I think that, like I said, I should have had caramelized onion in every bite. That's what I really
For sure.
wanted.
They can do better.
They can
is
do
what,
better.
Yeah, it's like it's not that there's no hope.
And the
Right.
crumbled sausage was bad. Okay, yeah.
And
digress.
there
Go
wasn't
ahead.
enough
It's your
sausage
review.
too. Like I don't even know if I tasted the sausage. So I think that the ingredients were good. Again, I was surprised by the amount of ricotta. That's great. Like that's a cheese you don't get a lot of when you order extra
For
out of
sure.
pizza. And they
Yeah.
were like straight up dollops on every slice,
Yeah.
which was great.
Sometimes two.
Yeah. But as for the other one, I don't know. I love sauce, and that one didn't have too much. I mean, it was more of like a cheesy bread for me. But,
So this one didn't have any sauce. It was just
Right.
olive oil as the sauce. So it was a Bianca.
Right.
So I wanted to get kind of both.
Bianca Italian for
White?
Oh, white. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is
that's
it white or is
yeah, I
that
think so.
black?
It's
I don't
white.
know.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah, he's trying to
Italian.
make a stupid joke.
yeah. Oh well.
Oh, okay.
I've succeeded in making a stupid joke. Thank you very much.
Sure. Okay. Fine. We'll let everybody else decide. So what would you give? What would you rate that one? The Bianca.
That one was a solid 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Nice.
I do
Okay.
prefer, just in general, a pizza with sauce, but I do understand that not.
Okay.
All
So-
pizzas are created equal.
So you would give that one higher than the one I created.
If I could dip the Bianca in sauce, it would be a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the like light prosciutto and everything?
Maybe with more prosciutto as well. So
Yeah, if
So
they
it's
just
got yeah.
if they gave us the toppings, not even that I want, but that we deserve.
Exactly.
You know what
Not
I mean?
the toppings
Because
you want.
I obviously I would want it just to be covered with prosciutto, but if
Yeah.
they had just like cut the difference between what they gave us,
Yeah.
it was real light. It was really really light.
it was.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give. I think I'm gonna give. I really like the Bianca. The Bianca was really good, and the bites with prosciutto were solid 6 out of 10 material. Probably bubble up, but I'd have to give it a just 6 out of 10. Both of them 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Bubble up material. So the potential is there. Potential is so much there. They just gotta take it around with it.
Yeah. So it looks like overall, kind of a little over a 6.
Yeah,
overall.
I'd say we're in between a 6 and a solid.
So worth trying out.
I mean, and you're getting so much more of an experience when you go there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really important to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's live music. It's dimly lit in a good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, not that you're gonna trip over your chair, but more like
It's
ooh,
vibey. It's
it has
romantic.
So it's not-
vibes.
It
It's not
does.
dim to the
Yeah,
point
it's a
of-
good place for a first date, is what it is.
So
Yeah.
not dim to the point of futurist eating dim, which we're still gonna have to do.
Oh, futurism
Oh,
is
is
so
that
weird.
the pitch black?
Yes.
I want
okay.
to try that, but I would be really freaked out, honestly. It's
You-
like, what are you feeding me?
Well, then they feed you weird shit.
Yeah, if you ever get a
I
chance to look up
futurism.
futurist is not just futurism, but futurist eating.
Yeah.
It was really popular in like pre-World War II Italy. Like they were all over it. But it's super weird. But anyway, we're gonna have Michael cook us a futurist meal one day.
He's just gonna send some weird stuff.
Anyway.
Okay, so that being said, we'd love to wrap it up and tell you guys that we appreciate your listens. If you, Tim, where can they find us if they would like to know more?
Well, I'll tell you, Nick. They can find us on the internet. Not just on the internet, but they can find us on social media with @MyTastefulDudes. That's @MyTastefulDudes. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. We also have some merch, which I will link down below. And that's at TeePublic right now. There's a new place that I'm thinking about making some merch. But I'll figure that out later. But
Yeah.
right now, it's at TeePublic.
TeePublic. And also, big thank you to Mallory. We're going to do our best to make sure that this is not a one-time thing. We'd love to have you on as much as you'd want to. I think this went really, really well together, and we stayed pretty coherent this time.
Yeah, we did go over a bit on time. But
For sure, we're going to cut it down as much as possible. What is our time at?
we're at an hour, 3 minutes.
Holy shit. Okay. That being said, thank you. Find us where you find all podcasts, and we're on YouTube. So thank
That's
you.
right.
And have a tasteful dude day.
And as always, sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Tim's mom.
Yeah.